pizza with three Z's, baby. Three Z's.
Remember that name.
Remember that name. Good pizza with three Z's, baby. Three Z's.
What's up, guys? It's your boy JP, Good Pizza. Yo, this week we got a very special guest, my bro, my dog, the top alien in charge. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Return of the Alien Part 3. Big Ted came through to let us know what's going on in his world, all the fly shit he's been doing with Alien Labs, Connected, the worldwide moves, and then we talked about Berlin for a little while before we went. And boy, oh boy, did we have a good time. You already know it's a vibe when Ted comes on the show, man. Pull up a chair, roll one up. Peace, love, good pizza. We'll see y'all on the show. So how was Japan, dude?
It was good, man. It was really good. I think, I've been to a ton of countries, and that was the first one where I came back, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is, like, definitively better than America. You go to Europe, and, like, it's cool, it's fine, it's, like, good, but it's not, like, better than America, The quality of life, the quality of, like, fucking shit. You'll get an Airbnb or a hotel, and it won't even have air conditioning,
Yeah.
I guess not hotels so much. But
Sometimes.
yeah. And Japan is just so different, bro. It's like the transit system too. Like, bro, if America had like transit that could take you up and down the West Coast and then the East Coast, like with efficiency, like they do out there, because they have like the Shinkansen, which is a bullet train, and from San Francisco to LA is like 340 miles, and that's the same as Tokyo to Osaka, and that's a 2-hour train.
Dog. Oh man.
And it's like you could also just bring whatever the fuck you want on that bitch. So.
That was my first thought.
Yeah, it would be. I mean, I think it would just change how America even works. Like, dude, if you could be, 2-3 hours away in 45 minutes, 30 minutes, like people wouldn't be, have to stay where they are to work. You could fucking hop on that train to work, and just beyond that, like, there's so much to do, and it's so nice. There's no trash on the ground. I saw 2 bums, which, whatever. Like, I shouldn't call them bums. I should call them homeless. I saw 2 homeless people, and that was it. And, like, it was just so nice, and just the food's better. The shopping is incredible. Like, we've been to some cool. I love shopping. That we've been to some cool. New York has good shopping, but nothing like Japan, bro. Where every single store, every single fucking mall has a Hermes in it. They all got the fucking sick shit. It's like it's just better, dude. It's so crazy. The people are nicer. Although, one night, like one of my first few nights there, I missed a step. I was walking out of a Family Mart, which is like their convenience stores. The convenience stores there are fucking hella sick. And I missed the step on the way out, and I fell. And I had Japan, you don't eat a ton of vegetables when you're out there. It's mostly like rice. So fiber is an issue, and I take fiber every day anyway. So like,
me too.
They have these little things at the convenience store called fiber minis, and it's like just a little shot, like a glass bottle, and then they have mostly all the energy drinks that you would want out there, but they also have this little glass bottle that's like an energy shot, and with vitamins and shit, not too high in caffeine. And I had like 2 of each of them in my bag, and I fell, and both of them broke, and there was 3 Japanese guys there. They just laughed at me.
Oh shit.
And I was like in pain. I fucked my knees up. Like, one of them swole up to like a golf ball. The other one was just swollen completely.
Damn, dude.
And they laughed, and I was just like on the ground, pissed, fucking hurt, sad. I wanted to cry. Like, no joke. I wanted to be like.
Would you fall directly on your knees?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I just didn't even realize it. Like, I don't know. It was the most ungraceful fall I ever could have pulled off.
Yeah.
And they just laughed, and I was like, I wanted to get up and just fucking run.
Yeah, no doubt.
And then that kind of fucked my trip up a little bit. It hurt so bad that I probably would have stayed in bed if I was home, like, for a few days,
Damn,
but I was just walking around and walking straight-legged and having to go upstairs and all this shit. But yeah, dude, I highly recommend that trip to everyone. Bring your family. I'm going to go back in October, bring the kids to Disneyland. I got to hang with, I went with my boy Hope Lord. It's for my 40th birthday.
Hell yeah, man.
And then
happy belated, bro.
Thanks, man.
Oh yeah.
And then at the end of the trip, Green Dog came, so we hung out a bunch, and yeah, dude, I love it there. That will be a vacation spot for me for fucking years to come, for
Hell
sure.
yeah, man.
It's great out there. I got to smoke. I brought some shit too, and it's funny because I'm like,
Let's talk about that.
yeah, I just brought some vapes, but I brought some vapes, and I probably like 2 hours before I landed, I started getting paranoid as fuck.
Yeah.
And I hit my boy Bill, that's a lawyer in New York, and I was like, hey, I gave my family your number, so like if anything happens to me, I'm gonna need your help to to get me out, just to navigate the systems and shit. And so I was just paranoid tripping, and then I started looking into it, and this guy was like, hey, if you bring your shit, like they just check your bag, so put it in your pocket. So I got all my shit out and I put it in my pockets. I was wearing like zip up, like Lululemon pants with zippers.
Yeah.
And so I put everything I had in my pockets, and it was fine. I didn't even get searched, so it didn't matter. I should have brought more, but I brought my shit. And then I found some Japanese home growers out there. Wherever I go, people are like, oh shit, it's Ted. Let's link up and smoke.
Yeah.
So people were hitting me up. I went and smoked a blunt, broadleaf blunt. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And it was fire. It was fire. I mean, it really was. Like, it was good weed. The strain was, I couldn't identify the strain. It was probably some Dutch shit that I just had never seen before. Got me high, and then I smoked a blunt, and I fucking went and got an Uber, and I just got so paranoid. I was like, oh, this fucking Uber driver knows for sure I stink.
I'm going to jail.
I'm like, he's just going to drive me to the police station and drop me off. I was tripping. But dude, that country needs medical. They're so reliant on fucking alcohol there, and
wow.
I think that being stoned in Japan is so fun.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, everything's so cool, and there's so much cool shit to look at, and it's definitely a country that like benefits from it. So hopefully they make some moves on medical at least, and allow people to grow, because also the Japanese standard of craftsmanship is so high that they would grow some fucking fire weed.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it was cool. I smoked weed out there, probably the first of my family, probably the first of many people. Most people don't smoke out there. It's kind of frowned upon, like in a cultural way. Like they don't even like really fuck with it, because they're so strict on laws there, as far as not like getting in trouble in laws, but like the Japanese people themselves like want to follow laws.
Okay.
So
they're
like
law-abiding citizens.
Yeah, they're law-abiding citizens. So like they don't, they look down on it in that way because it's illegal. But there's a bunch of smokers out there, man. I got some boys out there that smoke, and we also got some rosin that was fucking. I think it was probably imported, from Japan or from Thailand, excuse me. But it was fire, and what's crazy is like when you go somewhere that doesn't just smell like weed all the time, like California and all these places that we go, they smell like weed all the time.
All the time.
So just the rosin jars in my hotel room were like fucking just
Stanky.
Loud, bro. My whole room was just fucking loud, and that was making me paranoid.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I got stoned out there. I had a ton of fun. Kyoto. I went to Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto, and Kyoto was my favorite. It's like a little small. It reminded me of NorCal, like a NorCal town.
Okay.
The food was just fucking incredible. There's no place that can replicate that. Definitely the best food country on earth. I ate a bunch of the fruits. They got exotic fruit out there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I paid, fucking Hope bought it, but like $150 for it's called a crown melon, and it's basically a honeydew, but they're grown like single melon on the vine. Like they baby it. It gets very little sun. They'll put like little hats on them. And it was the juiciest melon I've ever had. It tasted so crazy.
Whoa. What honeydew flavor?
It was a honeydew melon, yeah. Well, it's called a musk melon, but it's like in the honeydew family, so the green kind.
Sure.
And then also strawberries, and the strawberries were really good. I think that, in California, we're spoiled with produce too. So,
we are.
We're right next to Monterey, which is, the best place to grow. It's warm in the day warm enough, it's not too warm.
Yeah.
And then at night it cools off, and when it's cold, that delays the ripening process, but in a good way. So
okay.
I think the strawberries are about on par, despite being way more expensive out there. Okay. And then I had some grapes. Those were really, really good. The Japanese grape, American grapes are fine. They don't have a ton of flavor, even if you buy them from like, a established grower at the farmer's market or whatever. And then a mango, and the apples. I eat a lot of apples. I eat like 2 a day sometimes, and the apples were fine. It wasn't a variety that was readily available that I that I love. I like a crisp apple, and they were kind of like the more mushy kind.
Yep.
But yeah, man, it was so incredible. It was life-changing, I think. That was my first vacation that I've taken where I actually didn't work. Like, I'm working all the time.
You always pepper it in somehow, right?
Yeah, if they hit me to ask questions about whatever they need, I'll answer them, and I'll, take calls and all that shit. And I didn't do any of that. I was like, hey, I'm actually gone. And that was just so needed, especially for guys like us who are like constantly on. You got to find a way to turn off, and not just for yourself, but for your family. And, I was able to do that. So it was great. And also just taking a vacation without the family was big. Vacations with the family, I don't even know if you could consider that a vacation.
They hit different. It's for the kids.
It's cool. And the kids are, they love it, but it's almost like extra work for you, because you have to fucking take care of them.
Yeah, dude.
So yeah, it was what I needed. And I've been burnt out. We fucking work 24/7. We've done so much in such a short time. I needed that. So I took it, and I loved it. I took 3 weeks off, and it was great.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah, man. I was really enjoying your stories, Green Dog stories, and just kind of taking notes and shit on some things I'd like to do out there. And some notable things I noticed was the 7-Eleven egg sandwiches.
Yeah, those are so good.
Crack.
Oh yeah,
like so you'd never eat a fucking egg sandwich from a convenience store.
Well, what's weird is I used to. My ex,
would you?
My ex was a stripper, and she'd get out at like 2:30, and I'd walk her. I'd walk over there and walk her home, and we'd always hit 7-Eleven on the way out. And I'd get the egg sandwich, but it's nothing like there. It's just so good.
Their 7-Eleven egg sandwich is better.
Oh, for sure. It's not even close. Thank you.
And I heard pizza is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I went to like one of the top rated pizza places, and it's just regular pizza with Japanese craftsmanship, but man, it was so fucking good. It's funny and it's light, it's lighter there. Everything's lighter. I got home, and the first thing I ate here was pizza, and I got heartburn from it. I don't usually get heartburn, but after just eating like that for so long, it was like the first thing I put in my stomach was like American ass pizza, and it was just like
fuck, dude.
But other than that, man, like I said, best vacation, best place to visit. Like, everyone should go.
Nice,
try
dude.
it out.
Ruben just went as well.
Oh, really?
And he was telling me, he's like, bro, even like the little hole in the wall spots where you go to eat, he's like, the service is superb. You get a fucking hot towel wherever you go.
Oh yeah, love that.
And like, he's like, dude, no matter where I went, the chef, the cook, they came and checked me. Hey, is everything good? Like, you guys enjoying stuff?
Care.
Like, they really care.
Yeah,
that's cool, man. Now, to touch on the weed thing in Japan, right? I know a guy, a fella I interviewed a couple years ago, this fella named Dewey from Atlanta, who was also a part of that big thing that happened down there. The sesh that got pop-up that got busted. He was just in Japan, and he brought his Puffco and some rosin and 1/8, and the bag. They found his bag, like he was skiing, and he had his shit in the locker. And I don't want to butcher his story, but like I watched his live, and the gist was they got a hold of the bag.
Yeah.
And they got a hold of the stuff, and the fucking cops got him, and he got locked up for like 21 days.
Yeah, they can keep you for 23 days.
Yeah. It's a weird
without
system.
charging you. And then if they charge you, they can keep you for another 23 days.
Yeah.
Before you're, get a bond out or whatever it is, and they just try and find the fuck out of you.
Yep.
Besides prison, I mean, some of the shit I was reading was like, it was like 6 million yen after all was said and done, which is a fucking ton of money. Like, that's 100,000 yen is like $600. So, 6,000 times, 6 is, that's a lot, fucking ton of money.
What is that, 36K?
Yeah.
Flame us in the comments if we got that wrong.
Yeah, I'm not good at math.
Yeah, it's a lot of dollars.
I'm good at like counting money.
Yeah,
that counts as math.
Yeah.
I'm good at like but not when it comes to that. But yeah, also everything is cheaper in a sense. It's not cheaper for them, but because of the conversion rate, everything. A dollar is 150 yen there, and everything's cheaper. Like, it's crazy. Like Red Bulls are like 80 cents or some shit.
What the fuck? Why?
Yeah.
I wonder.
I don't know. I really don't. I mean, I think it's just because in general the salaries are lower, so like everything kind of has to be cheaper.
Got it.
But yeah, it was great, man. I fucking can't wait to go back.
Jersey, what up? It's your boy JP, Good Pizza. Yo, everybody's been asking me, where can I get the slices in Jersey? Look no further. Peep the list. Check it out. It's right here. Pull up. Grab you a slice. Thank you for the support, Jersey. Peace, love, good pizza. We'll see y'all out there. Dude, I gotta go, man. And I know what you mean, bro. Like, when you go to Europe, you use that example, right? Shit's dope. Like, the way of life's dope. Like, Italy, way of life is dope. Like, the slow pace and shit, the walks after the food and the non-rushed meals. But, like, you're gonna miss cheeseburgers.
Yeah,
you're gonna miss, you know what I'm saying? Like, you miss these little things.
And just, like, comforts of life, you know?
Yeah.
Like, everything's less comfortable.
Yeah.
You know? I had some fire cheeseburgers there.
Did you?
Too. Oh, yeah, because even that, you know, they definitely, you know, it's a tourist place at the end of the day, it is, you know, and this is how they try and make the things that tourists want, like, to the best of their abilities. You know, I had Taco Bell out there. It was so fire.
Even the Taco Bell was better? Yeah,
and they had this dessert that was like the cinnamon twist, you know, from Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And they put ice cream over it. Fuck, that was so good.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah, I spent Cinco de Mayo at Taco Bell in Japan.
Nice, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So let's bring the conversation over to Berlin.
Yeah.
I've never been. I'm going this year. Do's and don'ts, hit me.
Well, it's funny because I was just telling one of my boys, I'm like, damn, after coming off that high of a Japan trip, like Berlin sounds
so
shitty, dude. Shitty to go to. Oh, but it's sick there, though. It is. It's like probably my favorite European country.
Really?
And you know, it's cool out there. There's a lot of, there's not like a ton of good food. Like that's one thing. Like German food,
I've been hearing that,
known for their food, but
I don't drink beers no more like that.
Yeah, I don't drink either, so like that wasn't really my thing. Yeah. I did drink in Japan though. They have this drink called the lemon sour, and it's like I think it's 5% alcohol, but it's mostly like soda water and then like fresh squeezed lemons if you get them, you know, out. Really fucking good. And then so yeah, I mean Berlin's cool. There's cool things to see and cool things to do, and the history. You know, I went to a lot of museums in Japan, and there's a ton of museums in Germany also. You know, like for World War II historical museums and but yeah, like I said, I think Berlin's probably my favorite European country. It's just not as good as Japan, and now I'm like, oh fuck, but I'm excited to go. It'll be fun as hell, and you know, it's cool that we all are in an industry that we get to see each other in different countries. You know, that's pretty rare. I don't think that's not common for people in professions. You know,
as a whole, as an industry as a whole.
Yeah, for anywhere. Yeah. So that's really cool, and you know, spending time with your boys in other countries is cool.
Nice, dude. You have any agenda while you're out there? Or?
Not really. I mean, we're doing the event. We have a booth there, and then
cool.
I'm gonna go to the Doja Preferred
definitely
party on Monday night, where I'm gonna hit a dinner with some of my friends, and I think I'm gonna do a talk with Connect.
Oh, cool, man.
From out here.
Nice.
I did it last year. It went really well.
Nice, dude.
And then, other than that, just kind of flying by the seat of my pants, you know, going where the wind takes me.
Cool. I might hop on that train with you, man.
Yeah, come on through. There's some good clubs. I went to one or two last time, and
I went to a club or something.
It was fun.
A wild-ass Euro club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The sickest one is Berghain, but, like, you can't really get in if you're just, like, kind of a normal white guy.
Gotcha. What do you got, come with a bunch of girls or some shit?
No, like... I'm sure that works, yeah.
Yeah,
but
that usually
like,
works.
If, you know, you got to fucking be cool. Be dressed in a cool outfit. Or
right, for sure.
So.
Yeah, that's cool. I dig the whole, like, East-West Berlin history.
Yeah, me too. I think all the history there is really cool, and that's one of the things that make it really good, you know, is the history there, and just being in places that were so, you know, transformative and, you know, linchpins for the American... the world history, you know.
Yeah, dude.
So,
yeah,
where Mary Jane takes place is like the first big speech. This is sort of weird, but it's the first place that you know, Hitler did his big speech that like really fired everyone up to like get him under him.
Oh shit!
That's right where Mary Jane Berlin is, the venue that it takes place in.
Literally there?
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
So pretty cool.
That's wild, dude. Yeah, I want to see East Berlin. Something's drawing me to East Berlin, like the old buildings and like when it was kind of ruled by Russia. Yeah, Russian influence.
You know,
communist
it's cool
state.
to walk around and see the history and then like drive. Like, you know, whenever I'm traveling, I'm pretty much just taking Ubers and like, you know, or flying or whatever it is. But like Germany made me want to drive, you know, up the country to like see things differently.
You getting a whip?
No, but I might go to Switzerland after to go to this museum that I've been wanting to go to, and like my buddy was telling me like, hey, you should fucking drive that, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a good point, like just to see more of it, you know.
Dude, so many of my friends drive when they're out of the country.
That's crazy, bro. I don't want to drive.
I don't want to deal with that. I want to
fuck no.
And like I feel like, you know, getting pulled over and shit. I'm always got something on me. You know?
Yeah,
I don't want to speak that language at all, bro. Not even close. And they got the big fucking, you know, big scary German dudes with the submachine guns.
Oh yeah, I know.
Shit,
Everyone thinks I'm German when I'm out there though, so I kind of blend in.
There you go. That's cool. Yeah, man, that's gonna be a good one. Fucking Berlin, dude. Yeah, we got a booth, man.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's the best. Cool. There's no trade show that's better than that. And it's funny how much you spend out there compared to how much you spend to a booth. Here is like pennies, so it's like, why the fuck do I spend money on Hall of Flowers? You know, I love Hall of Flowers, so shout out to Hall of Flowers. I can't wait for the Sacramento one, but you know, why spend $25K on Hall of Flowers when you could spend, you know, 10 plus travel and fucking go see 120,000 people at your event?
Right,
you know?
Right. And then that gives you access to the whole other side of the world.
Yeah.
Of the cannabis world, of this thing we do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's gonna be tight, bro. I'm excited, man.
Are you doing any pop-ups or anything?
Not me personally as a brand. I'm just gonna pop in to the pop-ups.
I know, like Fidel and Sluggers are doing something. And,
yep. I'm definitely on the Doja preferred one. That sounds fucking tough.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
You know, I got to go to that one. But yeah, I'm gonna be I'll be landing on Wednesday, so just getting right. You gotta
get in Monday.
I think I'm leaving Monday. Wait, I'm leaving Monday. I'm leaving Monday or Tuesday. I don't fucking know. Getting in Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Fucking A, man. It's gonna be cool, bro. So what's up, man? What's been up, dude? What's going on?
Fuck, not much, good, man. Thanks, bro. I've been grinding in the gym, of course.
Yeah, people are curious, man. How did Ted do it, man?
I just fucking ate. I just changed the way I ate, really. That was the biggest thing. You know, the amount of food and the times. I love a good bowl of cereal at night, you know, fucking once you get stoned and start eating like crazy. Love that. But yeah, I had to quit all that shit. So I just worked hard at it, dude. I guess now there is like, you know, Ozempic and shit, and that's cool. I think if people want to do that, that's fucking cool. They should, you know, if it's better for your health to not be. But I just want to live a long time, man. I just turned 40 and I didn't want to fucking be 40 and feeling like shit every day. And that was one of the main things that it did, was it just makes you feel better. You know, when you're fit and in shape, you just feel good. And I think that's so important for us, especially as entrepreneurs, to feel good.
Yeah, dude, especially if you're like a face to the company or in media, like
that was a big reason I started doing it, was the media, because I do so much media and I'd look at these videos and I'd just be like, fuck, I hate how I look. And even now I go back to the pictures on my feed and all this shit and I'm like, fuck, I need to delete that. I look like shit. And you know, it's like, fuck, man, that's a bad feeling.
No doubt, man. And like, I mean, honestly, I just did a new like theme song video we're about to start dropping. This probably will have been on this episode. And I have a picture. I made sure we had the list of all the homies, and I had you on there, and I saw the clip of our last episode, and you can definitely see the difference,
huge.
Bro.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
We did like an education video that was pretty long for new states, and you know, when we do educations and shit, and I was like, fuck, I need to reshoot this, bro. It's crazy how much I've changed.
Right, dude. No, it's cool, man. I'm proud of you, dog.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, we started working out together.
We started working out, dude. That was cool, man.
That was pretty good pizza.
Pretty good pizza, yeah. Yeah, that was Daily Dose Deliveries days, man.
Yeah, man.
Fucking, I just started going back to that gym. I was just there.
Really?
Yeah.
Me and Malik go there sometimes because he lives over there.
Yeah.
And so we'll go to that.
Hit me up if you guys ever go.
I will. We do team workouts, me, him, and Taylor, like every Saturday or Sunday.
Nice, dude.
And it's a tough one, too, because, you know, we got to fucking challenge each other in there.
Yeah, dude. Oh, bro, I'm totally down for a Saturday workout. Let me know, bro.
Yeah, I will. We'll go together.
Yeah, man. And I'm sorry to hear about your friend, man, that passed away, bro.
Which one?
Not Taylor, Tyler.
Oh yeah, that's fucking crazy.
That's crazy, dude.
You know, drugs, man, they fucking take everything from you.
Yeah, dude.
In one way or another.
Yeah.
You know.
And that was one of the founding members of Alien Labs, right?
Yeah. I started Alien Labs, but he became an owner later.
Yeah.
Because he had hella more lights, and like my best friend Scott worked for him, and that was like one of the only companies in Reading at the time that was growing, or one of the only grows that was growing quality good enough to fucking
package.
to put in the Alien Labs name, you know. So he came and he was like, "Hey, we can sell it, but we're not getting paid good, you know, blah, 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 all the same issues that people have today." But
Sure.
so I started taking all his weed, and then we decided to come together, and that's how Alien Labs was formed. And yeah, man, the funeral was really sad. I feel super bad for his kids. Because that's what really got me. It's the kids, man. They need a dad, you know. Kids need their dad, and yeah. So rest in peace, man.
Yeah, RP, man. For real, dude. I've been meaning to tell you that. Sorry to pop that on you on the show,
No, it's
dude,
fine.
but
It's
it just
fine.
came to mind. But yeah, man, it's it goes back to what you said, bro. We're in our 40s now. It's time to take care of the fucking temple.
Man. That's all you can do.
And if we could ride this out a little longer, the way that medicine is going, the direction it's going in, we could probably live a lot longer.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you can make it to fucking 60, dude. Shit.
Yeah, man. They're gonna come
In
out with
20
some
years,
cool-ass
there's
drugs,
gonna be
bro.
some shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
There already is, you know.
Yeah, there really is. So what's up, man? We taking peptides or what we doing, bro?
I haven't
Are you
taken
flirting with
anything
it? Are
yet,
you
but
thinking about
I've
it?
thought about it and I've looked into it and
Definitely
shit.
thought about it.
I'm 40, so like, dude, testosterone's on the table for me now. You know, I think
Test is on the
most of the
table.
people that I know that do it are like, wait till you're 40.
Definitely.
But in general, I think there's so much people can do without any of that, you know, to just make it happen for yourself. And it starts with changing the way you eat, for sure. I know none of us, it's still hard to be on the road, you know, but like I just changed what I get, and I changed what no more fucking late night door dashing. And
Nope.
if I get home and I haven't eaten and it's too late, fucking I'm just going to bed, you know.
Yeah, I have a cutoff time for eating for sure.
I eat 12 to 8 generally, 12
12 that's solid.
to 8 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah, I try not to eat after like 8:30. Certainly like an hour before sleep, I'm not eating.
Yeah, it definitely
Should
helps
be
with
more.
your sleep if you're not.
It does.
The further away you've eaten from your sleep, the better,
Absolutely.
you know.
Absolutely.
That's one thing I still kind of struggle with is like sleeping.
How's your sleep?
It's not good. But
What do you
know,
think
and that's
why you think that is?
I think my brain just has a trouble turning off.
Yeah.
You know, so I wake up in the middle of the night and I'll start thinking about the things, you know, whatever
Monkey
it is.
mind.
So that, you know, a lot of people wake up in the middle of the night and they can just go right back to sleep, and I can't. I just think, and that, you know. But a lot of my best ideas have come at fucking 3 a.m., you know,
Yeah.
and I write them down and I grab my phone, and then once you grab your phone to write something
don't
down, your
grab your
phone's up.
phone,
Well, I
brother.
want to write shit down because I'll forget. I've had so
No
many,
doubt.
bro, I've forgot better things than most people have ever done, you know,
No doubt.
for
No
sure.
doubt.
And so I just started writing everything down, and it's been helpful. I can go back to it and just be like, oh shit, that was a good idea.
No, that's good, bro. In terms of sleep, though,
Bad. The phone thing
Real
is
bad.
terrible. If
'Cause
you
you
shouldn't
reset.
even have your phone near you. when
no,
you're
you
sleeping.
shouldn't.
Yeah.
You absolutely shouldn't. Yeah, don't do that. But I can give you a little tip. I've been doing. I study sleep and I study neuroscience. A lot of nerd out on the shit because I'm always trying to optimize, and sleep is a big pillar of the whole fucking thing. And the sleep doctor was saying, hey man, you when that monkey mind starts going, it's hard to turn it off. But your brain, you can't do that when you're counting or subtracting. So, and it's actually boring for your brain to do
Yeah.
that. So he said, well, try this. Just count, start at 200 and count in reverse in threes backwards.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah,
just
I do that. I
keep
count
subtracting
backwards.
in threes.
But I only start at 100, and then so I'm done. I finish it, you know.
You can finish it?
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But 200 might be better.
Because you're dealing with the 3 digits, it fucks you up a little bit.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure. I
saying?
do twos usually, but
Do threes.
yeah, I'll try
Do
three.
200 minus 3, continue. And, I don't know. It fucking works for me.
Yeah, I read another thing that like moving your eyes rapidly when you close them after you wake up is good, because it like stimulates rapid eye movement.
Really?
So you're like supposed to kind of like move your eyes in all different directions and
Shit, man.
breathe out heavily. So you take a breath in and then you push it out quick.
Yep. You could do that. You could do the 6 in, or no, 4 in, 6 out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Breathing
is
slow
definitely
down your
a
heart
huge
rate.
part of it.
Yeah, dude. You taking old man peas in the middle of the night?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, dude.
that's not
Like
really
3,
an old
4
man
a.m.
thing, dude.
No? Okay.
I think it's just all of us. We
Thank
do
God.
it, And I tend to drink like a lot of my water before bed, so it's even worse
Yeah,
for me.
dude.
But when I get good sleep, that's when I don't do that, because your body's supposed to stop creating pee basically when you're asleep.
Yeah.
But if you're not hitting those deep sleeps, it's not. That's one peptide I've considered. I think it's called deep sleep, and my doctor was like, you should try it. I'll give it to you for free. My doctor's all about peptides.
I think that's the same one as recovery, right? Does that help with recovery?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because deep sleep helps you with recovery. So it's probably, hits on both ends.
Yeah, definitely considering that one too. I don't know what you guys thought you were coming to today, but today's a TED Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get you guys right. What's up, guys? This episode is brought to you by Mills Nutrients, introducing their new Mills Salad line. Mills Salads is a dry, mineral-based nutrient system designed for growers who want precision and consistency in every feed. It's highly concentrated, easy to measure, and built to mix clean, giving you full control from veg to flour. Same trusted Mills quality, just in a more efficient, streamlined format. From liquid to legacy to salad performance, built for growers who don't cut corners. Tap in with Mills Salads and level up your grow, because you already know, Mills pays the bills. We'll see y'all back on the show. Yeah, man. Just two old fuckers talking about health and weed, you know what I'm saying?
Cool, man. Dude, more people should talk about health in our industry. Dude, how many times are you going to get on a podcast and talk about your new strains? I mean, we're going to do that. So it's
we're going to do that and shit, but like, we got to pepper in some
I think
knowledge.
That's also why, like, you've had good longevity in here. Like, people still care about Good Pizza. A lot of podcasts fall off because, dude, it's like, first of all, only so many people want to hear about weed shit.
Yeah, it's true.
And second of all, like, those people, there's not a ton of people you really want to have on. You know, you have some unique guests and cool guests that's different, but like, fuck, how many times are we gonna see the same person on the same pod talk about their come up?
Yeah, dude.
I'm sick of talking about my come up, bro. I've talked about it way enough. But now when people ask me to do shit, I'm like, okay, cool, but I don't want to talk about how we started or anything. It's boring. Yeah,
no doubt. And you know what? I learned that on one of my biggest podcasts ever, and I fucking almost bombed it, bro. When I interviewed Styles and Jada, I went right into all right, guys, this is how I do two people. We're gonna tell your story. We're gonna tell your story. When you guys meet up, we'll kind of go from there. And it was just dead. The first, I was like, oh my god, they don't like this at all.
No,
I'm like, what's wrong?
So many times.
How many times they tell their story, bro?
I love Styles, man. He fucking, he hit me up and he's like, bro, we just like don't forget about us, because he's got a shop up there.
Yeah, in Uptown. Yep.
And he's like, please don't forget about us. And they are one of our best partners out there for sure. Like in terms of they cop a lot, it sells good, but also they provide us with marketing too. So
that's cool.
Them, Palenko
Bros. Torches is sick, dude.
Good Greens, I think it's called in Brooklyn. That's another one that I really like.
Nice.
Those are my main three. Like if people ask me where to go, I'm like, go to Good Greens, go to fucking Torches.
And Strains for Life. Yep. Yeah, dude. Styles is a big advocate for you guys. I see he does mad organic shout outs. He knows good weed.
Yeah, he's cool as fuck.
He's cool as fuck as a human, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a good segue into New York, man. How was your New York trip? Congrats on the rollout.
Thank you. Yeah, man, it was fucking tough,
sick.
dude. I was out there for a week, and there was just so much to do with 420 on top of, all the openings that we did and stuff. And, man, we've had great success in New York, just like we do pretty much in every state. I think I see a lot of companies going to other states, and, like, I want to be like, bro, you're not really known enough. Like, do some more work out here,
Yeah.
Because there's only so much you can focus on, And I smaller companies that don't do good in California will go to a new state and see more success, but man, if you're good in California, you're good basically everywhere. Alien Labs is a New York brand, dude, at its heart. Like we fucking
hell yeah, bro.
We were in New York first, not first, but as a brand, it was California and then New York, of course, because everyone wanted the shit, and New York's always been a huge buyer of California weed. And so it was just a nice transition, man. And we went to Hall of Flowers, and it was cracking for us, just like it always is at every Hall of Flowers. And that's when I started seeing like, oh, we might be underestimating how well we're gonna do out here. And then the flower was fucking fire.
Hell yeah.
And it was definitely the best out there. I tried a ton. There's some good micro growers, but I think
production wise, not so much, right?
Yeah, and no, production wise, it's awful, but. Even the micro growers, they have a ways to go. The quality is there, when they put it in the bag, but they have a ways to go for learning, how to, like for us, right? We don't, I don't care if a store wants to buy 5 pounds. Can they fucking sell through it in a time that is going to provide the customer with quality? Because freshness and quality go hand in hand. It's like one of the biggest things about quality is like, is it fresh? Because even
Straight
the best
up.
batches, once they get old, they're not the best batches anymore. So, limiting how much people can buy so they can achieve good sell through, and we can, we're fine to do 2 deliveries, a delivery a week or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So they can just keep having fresh shit on the menu and sell through it. And that's, thinking about it that way is how, we've had success. And I think that's something that kind of evades, you have to learn, you have to be there to do that. So when a micro grower is like, oh, well, where can I get rid of this shit? And the company's like, oh, I'll take it all. This shit's fire. And then it sits on the shelf for 3 months, 4 months, and then a customer gets it and they don't have a good experience with it.
Yep.
It's like, fuck. So you really want to, limit how much they get you got to find out how much they can sell through of it in a certain amount of time, and limiting it is the best. And that's tough for micro growers too, because, the costs add up, delivery, fucking distribution, all that. So yeah, I think it's the best in New York. We got Wizard Trees coming soon too. That'll be really good. And, it's just for me, all these states are just opportunities for us to show who we are. And, our goal is always to be the number one premium brand in every state we go to. And I think New York is definitely on that path.
Nice.
And, we are in every other state we're in. And, so yeah, no different.
That's awesome, bro. Who's cultivating for you guys out there? Do you guys have
No,
your
we
own
cultivate.
situation?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. We partnered with a company called Fluent, but we manage the grow. So like
Nice.
it's,
You got your peeps.
that's
in there?
how we do it. Yeah.
And your SOPs. Yeah, that's how you do it in every state.
Yeah, we send our employees, like I send Jacob from Merced. He's one of our best growers, and Merced's one of our best
Oh
facilities.
yeah, that Merced spot. Fuck yeah.
And so he went and moved out there for a while, and then we hired out the rest of the crew, and once they were, kind of up to speed, he moved home. But Jesse, who's like my right hand in QC, he has been for like the last 7-8 years. Probably one of the only guys I trust. We got Malik now, so I trust him. But
Sure.
pre Malik, Caleb and I had Jesse, who we trusted to run the QC program, and he actually moved to Buffalo, so he lives there with his family now, and he handles all the QC. So it's like he can easily call us and be like, this one wasn't it, and then we can be like, well, we've empowered him now. Like if you don't think a batch is up to snuff, like send it to the fire pits. But so yeah, it's been great out there, man. The quality was so good. It's funny, me and Tito, I brought Tito some weed. He's one of the main guys at Torches, and I'm like, all right, let's, he's like, oh, let's smoke something. And I'm like, fuck, dude, like, here's the moment of truth. I had smoked it all, but I wasn't sure. You always kind of, I know when something isn't good, but like, there's still personal preference to it. So it's like, hey, maybe they'll think it's good either way.
Yeah.
But yeah, he rolled up some brainwash and it was fucking just smoking. So we've sold out every drop, man. We don't have enough. Stores are on the waiting list, and it's been good, man.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. That's beautiful, man. What is brainwash again?
It's Skittles and OZ Kush.
There it is.
Skittles OZ
That's a
number
good one,
18.
bro.
We made it. We made it with
That's a fucking good one.
OZ Kush that I found from like one of my first big seed pops. Hope Lord bought like $5,000 worth of third gen and Turpog shit, and that was the only thing we found actually.
Wow.
I think thinking back on it, I'm like, okay, well now that I select a little differently, there's probably some shit in there that was fucking smoking that I just overlooked. But yeah, so it was cool. It was a really fun collab to do with Talking Terps, and then a great strain that has lived. It's been one of our best sellers. So
shout out to Hope and Hope Lord and Talking Terps, man. I love what he's doing with the brand.
He's doing cool.
Seems
shit.
consistent, man. The merch is fire.
Yeah.
It looks like he's having fun doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think
that's all that
why it
matters
works.
at the end of the day.
Got a good
If
follow.
you're having fun doing shit, it's gonna be better.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You could put your all into it if you really like something.
Yeah, man.
That's another part of Alien success, man. I don't like I said, I don't take vacations, but you don't really have to when you love what you do,
Yeah, straight up, dude. Straight up. How do you select now versus before, man?
I mean, before I was just heavier on bag appeal. That's
Gotcha.
when people were, they cared a lot more about bag appeal, and it still matters. Of course, bag appeal matters a lot to the overall, majority of consumers. If something's ugly, they're gonna just think it's low quality. They're not that educated yet. But I make sure everything smokes well. We smoke through it. We go through a few different rounds of smoking it and growing it. We start with phase 0, what we call phase 0. That's from seed. Me and the boys will get together and we'll smoke through all the phenos, kind of check which ones we like. We'll select 30 out of typically like 300 or so.
Okay.
Those 30 will move on. Then we'll grow 1 to 3 pounds of them. Check them again, smoke them, make sure they're better because those will get grown in the actual production facilities versus the breeding rooms.
So this is round 2 now.
Yeah, and then round the ones that pass that will go to round 3 or round 2. We start with 0, so it's 0, 1, and then 2.
Okay.
And then round 2 is where we'll decide if something's going to go on the menu or not, and that gives your plant time to mature.
That's
you
why
see
I
a lot
said
of
2 and
differences
3.
in
Yeah.
it. I think a lot of people still haven't really figured out like how to make it exactly the same as it is, from the beginning. In terms of like, plants have an age, and when you cut off, you pop a seed, you cut it, it's still young. It's still going to change a little bit throughout its life. So making sure it usually only gets better, but making sure that it's good through all 3 stages is important, So yeah, we have it takes about 1.5 years to get from stage 0 to the menu, maybe 2 years sometimes, just depends. And we have a good track record, with selections. So everything for Alien has hit really hard, and we sell a ton of it. I'm super proud of all that program. That's one of the things that really still keeps you engaged in the shit too. Like it's a business, so it can be monotonous sometimes, but the R&D process and all the different cool shit we're doing in R&D, and then breeding and pheno hunting is all super engaging.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's always something new. We're always chasing something new, trying to get that new one or fucking something we can get excited about.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Something your boys are excited about. That's the fun part about it.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about SAC, too, is we have so many people here where we can take something to and be like, hey, what do you think about this, And we're all friends, and we all, we compete sort of in a way. I don't really consider any of the brands that I know, like, I don't really consider many brands competition in a way, because we're just selling so much and we've been around for so long, and it's just kind of like a different league.
Definitely.
It's still competitive in a way. It's like you want to bring your homies something cool, and they get excited about it, and then they'll do the same to you, and kind of just get to see shit. So that's another big part of the process is having to see everything. Like, hey, is this really good? How can you tell if something's really good if you don't really know the context of what good is?
Yeah.
Because you have to see all the different things that people are growing and putting out, So blessed to be in SAC, and, Sacramento's really the epicenter of all the fire and genetics. And I think that it's a part of our success.
Definitely, bro. Yeah, there's some real fucking refined palates here, and you can get some real in the field live feedback.
And it's tough to give feedback, to random people. You don't want to hurt, a lot of people bring me shit, and I'm like, fuck, bro, like, I don't really want to smoke this, but I will. And do you really want to hear real feedback, or do you just want, because dude, if, bad feedback from me can be fucking disheartening to people, they've looked up to me, they've seen the brand grow, they want to replicate that success. So if it's like, hey, man, this isn't really, like, it obviously depends on how you say it, but also it's just like, damn, fuck, dude, that guy didn't like my shit. You can go home and fucking have nightmares about that shit,
Yeah, no doubt.
Got to be careful with that. But here in SAC, we're all friends. We all, know the stakes. We all know the, what it is. So we give honest feedback to each other, and that helps too.
And knowing that, and knowing who you're giving this shit to, like all of our friends we're talking about in SAC, like, you're not gonna come with no bullshit.
No, exactly. If something's good or not. So it's like you're not gonna bring something that you don't know is good. But just getting those second opinions on it is hell important.
Definitely, bro. Hell yeah. What are you thinking about? I see we have the toad up here.
I brought some Ted venom.
Some Ted venom. Let's go, dog. That's fire. How we feeling about the toad story, the saga, the strain?
It's a very hot topic. Cool strain, like, it's good. I don't think it's like, it's good. It's a really good strain. It is. I don't think it's like crazy special in a sense of like it being unique or anything. Mm-hmm. But I think it's good. I think the drama surrounding it is just fucking like embarrassing for the people that are involved in it.
Right.
The whole Becky thing, like, oh, I popped this and I selected it and it's called Becky, and then now they, the work that went into Toad was the marketing behind it, and who they got it into the hands of it. Who selected it? Who fucking, that shit doesn't really matter. It wouldn't have been as successful as it was if not for the guys that put it in. But, even the guys that put it out, now I see they're saying shit like, oh, like, it's cool, it's cool for people to ride the wave, like, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, bro, be humble about this shit. Like, first of all, man, having one cool strain, who cares, dude? Tons of people have had one cool strain.
Yeah,
You know what I
no
mean?
doubt.
Like, let's see what you can do by building off that.
No
And
doubt.
so far,
True indeed.
you know, we haven't seen much follow up
No
success, and I think they'll have it. You know, that they you know, especially Ronan, Jake, he knows weed and he's a good grower, so you know they're gonna pop some shit off that gets as big. But you know, Toad also wouldn't be as big as it was if not for it getting out. You know, no strain is. You can't have 8 to 16 lights of something and expect it to get really big. It can be sought after for sure. But it's not going to go global, and people around the world aren't going to be asking you for it unless you're putting out a considerable amount of it, and people are actually getting it into the hands of the people that matter and that can kind of put strains forth. You know,
Sure.
So all in all, I think it's a really good strain. I'm not putting it out. I just joke about the Ted Venom shit, and I grab some from Connected. They're putting it out.
Let me roll some of that up, dude.
Yeah, go ahead.
Trying to just Ted Venom out.
But yeah, like I said, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like more people need to pop seeds, more people need to be finding unique shit, and I think they are. You know, I think there's never been a time where more people weren't hunting for like actual good shit. So you know what people are coming out with. I really like Gus from Be Easy. I think
I do
that
too,
shit was
man.
fire.
Gus is fire, man.
Some of your new shit has been good. You know, Green Dog's putting out cool fucking new shit.
Definitely. Green Dog's on a tear. for
Blueprint,
sure.
you know, they're doing a bunch of
BP,
breeding and pheno hunting, and I think Preferred, you know, he's another one that's putting out really good
Always
shit.
on
Wizard Trees, he's got his own whole lane of unique terps, and
Yep. LA Family Farms.
LA Family Farms is
putting
putting out some
sick
cool shit. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And so I love trying new shit. So at the end of the day, like I said, that shit still keeps me engaged, and trying out new stuff is just part of that. It's part of the passion that you have for cannabis,
Definitely. Yeah. I'm taking, speaking of breeding and hunting, me and my boy Chris just popped like a fuck ton of raw genetics,
Nice.
a bunch of Zicky crosses. And then I have, the Triple Indy Sister Pheno that I hunted with Buck Mountain, which I gave you, the Zafan Kulo, the 41Z.
Yeah, I can't wait to try that.
Yeah, dude, I hope you like it, man. It's a 41 dominant, super fucking 41 black bag era vibes with a little Z on the back end. I'm taking that to Duke of Herb on Friday, and we're gonna be doing some breeding with that. We're gonna hit it with their ZBX2 male to giraffe pussy. We'll get some pollen from those and hit the Z41, and then we're gonna do a sour SFV.
Nice. The neon worms.
The neon worms. Yeah, we're gonna hit it with the.
That one was good. Yeah, we're doing
ZBX
some shit with them
worms.
too. We're doing the
Yes, you
planetary.
are.
Doja likes the planetary OG a lot. I do too.
Yes,
It's
you
fun.
are.
I think it's one of the best OGs that's ever come out, really. And we're gonna do some cool shit with them too. So there'll be some cool little collabs coming up.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Just keeping it fun. Just hunting and trying to bring new flavors to the people, man.
Yeah, that's all that we're about.
Dude, was the planetary? Oh no, I did try that. That was in the Big ZA Olympics box, the preliminary.
Yeah, it was in preliminary.
Bro, that
yeah.
shit was crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
it was
I
blowing.
figured out which one it was, just by just nerding out and talking to the homies
Yeah,
and
of
shit.
course.
Like, yo, is this the one? It's got to be the one. You know what I mean? And that was fucking nice, dude.
Yeah, our entry in this Olympics was called PsyOp. It's a planetary OG with crossed to runts, and then that crossed to dark web.
Oh fuck yeah.
Super interesting.
Yeah.
Gassy kind of shrub terps, and hope people like it. I know it was a big hit for us when we just did on 420. We did like a PsyOp box where you could pick which pheno. We always let the people.
Oh, cool, man.
We'll put out some boxes, and there'll be four different phenos in there, and
Nice,
people
dude.
can choose which one goes to production. But this one I already had picked, so the PsyOp was on multiple levels. It was a PsyOp to let you think that you have the illusion of choice, but you really didn't. So
You really did it. That's
Yeah.
great, dude. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, the dark web was a cool line you guys had.
yeah, dark
bro.
web is sick, dude.
Yeah,
It's
man.
a bitch to grow, and it just kind of sucks
Really?
to grow, but it's off the menu now just because of how annoying it was to grow
Got you.
and clone and just tons of reasons. But yeah, we got some cool. I got a Bisconte dark web that's really
Fuck
good,
yeah.
super interesting. And then there's some other dark web crosses coming too. So
What happened to Bisconte, bro?
nothing's on there.
Still around?
Yeah.
Cool.
People love that
cool.
strain.
I haven't had it in a while.
It's fire.
Hell yeah. Also, fire and rosin.
Oh yeah, great rosin.
What you fucking chiefing on the rosin world lately, man? What you excited about? Anything
Bunch
cool?
of green dog shit. He gave me fucking some green dog feel good. The
Nice.
I think D1
how's
Hog.
D1?
Hog is really good. Also, I got the hash show coming up with Proper Doinks. So
Yes, let's talk about that, dude.
yeah, Area 710.
Let's go,
it'll be
dude.
once a week, and we'll just be trying out rosins and trying out fucking hardware and figuring out what works best. We're gonna do a switch, Dr. Dabber versus Carta versus Puffco.
Okay. Oh, hell yeah, that's cool.
I love Puffco. I'm a Puffco fan.
You certainly are.
I think it
Since I've
works
known
the
you.
best, but I also think just aesthetically, like, it's the best one. And like,
It's pretty sexy
for a
looking.
portable rig, you kind of, I don't know, aesthetics matter to me. So, and then we're gonna do like the different thermometers. So you got Temp Tech, you got the
Dab right.
Dabrite. There's a bunch of different ones. The Mr. I forget what that one's called, but they got that one. And so we're going to try them out and use a device that's standard across the industries to see what the temperature is and how close it is to the reality. And whichever one wins will be the one that we use on the show.
Nice. Oh, cool.
And we're going to hit e-rigs and glass. I have a sick glass collection. So we're going to hit e-rigs and glass on the show because, I think a lot of people use Puffcos and I think a lot of people use glass and they want to see both and they want to see, how those strains perform in each thing. So it's going to be fun. We got a lot of cool guests planned, a lot of cool different hash companies we're going to feature and, it's going to be good.
I think that's right up your lane, dude.
Yeah, for sure. I love hash, man.
Yeah,
I like smoking hash more than I like smoking flower, but I love flower. It's just more of a job and it's fucking...
It is.
If I'm gaming or I'm at home watching fucking the Kings get blown out by whatever team, it's a lot easier to just take a dab than it is to fucking roll up a joint and smoke. My kids are always fucking hanging around me. So yeah.
That's good shit, man. I've been smoking more e-rigs lately, man.
Haven't
been torching, bro.
Yeah, they're so easy.
Yeah, so easy.
And it's like so easy that it like kind of gets you higher in a way because there's not like the work that goes in, to it, cleaning your rig after you take your rig.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
You Q-tip the Puffco and you move on.
Move on with your life, guy. Yeah, dude. Oh, that's cool, man. I'm looking forward to seeing that. When is that kicking off, bro?
Probably in June.
Oh, nice. Dude.
Yeah, I just told Adam, I was like, once I get back, which was last week, then we'll start, dialing it in and run it up.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah. Well, we just got a farm, dude.
Nice.
Yeah,
I saw that. That's
Penn
really
Valley,
cool.
man. So it's gonna be all hash production, man.
Sick.
I'll fucking definitely get you some hash.
Yeah, we'll have to have you on and we'll talk about your guys' hash.
Yeah,
experience.
definitely. Yeah, my boy Hash Bull is washing for us. Previously known as Medicinal Clouds. I don't know if you
Okay.
ever had
I
his.
haven't, but
It's fucking he's really good, man.
I think in the hash, a lot of people are kind of seeking out smaller growers and a flower and putting them on their spotlight, so to speak. But I don't think anyone really does that for hash, and I think they don't maybe necessarily need it. The hash makers that people know or the hash makers that people know, but I think it's needed for the hash industry, and I feel like I'm a pretty good vessel for it. It'll be a big show, obviously, just with my involvement, and then we'll get, the good hash, and we'll get to the bottom of good hash.
No, that's cool, man. Because, to this day, I mean, I'm not super well versed in the hash world as far as, like, all the brands outside of California, even all the brands in California.
Yeah.
But, like, for example, I was just in New York, and shout out to bro that gave me the pink yuzu or some shit like that. He's like, yo, bro, this is like some small batch, you know what I'm saying? It's my man's.
Who was it?
I was like, all right, cool, man. I don't know. I'll send you a picture of the jar. I'm so sorry, dude. But I shouted you out. You hit my DM. I saluted you. So big up to you. Pink Yuzu. So I was like, all right, cool, man. I'll try it on the way home, man. And I was like, all right, let me give this a fucking shot. It's a cool little jar. It looks good. Bro, it was fucking fire, bro.
Yeah, dude. East Coast has good hash.
Fire, dog.
Maine especially is coming with a lot of good hash.
Yep.
Fucking New York obviously is gonna have great hash. There's a lot of biomass out there from greenhouses and shit, which is perfect to make hash with.
Yeah, dude.
Calia still makes our shit, but we just do it sparingly. But we'll have some cool drops at PuffCon with like hopefully Hash House and then Calia as well.
Hell yeah, man.
Some shit that you don't usually see in hash. That's always been what I've liked about making it rosin and hash is like putting out strains that and flavor profiles that people don't usually see because we can kind of it's marketing, so you can do some 1%ers, 1.5 percenters, and
Exactly.
and have it be fine even if you lose money on it. So I'm gonna test out the Planetary OG. That'd be great if it made anything worth making. OG doesn't typically make good rosin, but if that did, that'd be sweet. And then some of our other just flower strains, just to make fun rosin. I had some Zope rosin that was fire, and like you don't usually see that.
Shit, I've had that once.
Yeah,
It's fire. Yeah, I'll tell you what. You're absolutely right about the OG. You don't typically see it in rosin form, but this shit is fucking fire. Some Billy Kimber.
yeah. Billy Kimber makes some good rosin. And
Okay,
then
so that's
the
the thing.
hog.
The hog, too.
Yeah, that's good OG rosin.
Nice, dude.
But you kind of lose something in the rosin of OG too. It's like less gassy,
Less gassy, less cushy.
But the Billy Kimber,
Dude, that one translated nice.
Elephant's Growth too had some
Okay.
that hash era made that I had that was really good. Yeah, this is good, but you know what I mean? Like you don't get that kind of like earth nose stinging kind of fuel terp.
Right, right. You'll taste OG terps, you'll taste
Yeah.
cushy terps, but I know what you mean. Like
Yeah.
the burnt rubber. But yeah, that one was
That is
enjoyable.
fire though.
That one was enjoyable. I don't even know who watched that, man. Finest Farm, shout out my bro Ricky, who just dropped his episode. That's who grew that one. And
Yeah,
a
there's
little
no
Backpack
brand on
Boys
there.
collab. Yeah, I don't know. Ricky, who the fuck watched that, bro? This shit's fire, man.
Yeah, this is good.
And dude, these Red Hots are fire, man. If you like, you like biscotti, right?
Yeah, I've tried this in flower form.
I hear a lot of mixed
It was
things
fine.
about flour. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
But it smells really good.
Dude, it's fucking really nice and rosin, bro. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no maker on here though. It's a 17 weight collab without a hash maker on it.
Right. What the fuck, dude?
Crazy though. It smells fire.
Yeah, man.
I'll hit that. I'll hit the Dr. Dabber with this, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Got to.
Might have to censor it or something. Fucking.
Nah, we're gonna send it, bro.
Yeah, my
We're gonna
boys
send
at
it.
Puffco,
we won't
shout
show-
out to Puffco.
We won't show the Puffco crew. Yeah, man. What's up with PuffCon, man? You going this year? You getting
Yeah,
a booth?
we got a cool booth. Of course, we'll be there. Man, I love PuffCon. It's my favorite event of the year. We're doing some cool collabs with Broken Promises, and
Nice, dude.
we collaborated on a capsule, and they sent me kind of the final of it yesterday, and it looks really cool. We're gonna do some cool shit. So get some other collabs in, probably do some rolls, and I'm gonna drop some Alien Labs Blue Sushi.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Blue
That
Zoo.
shit's fire. So we're gonna
Can't go wrong
definitely
with
do
that.
that.
What's up with Smoking Promises, Broken Promises, man? How they doing, man?
They're doing good, man.
Yeah, you guys are moving that through your
Yeah.
stores and shit?
Uh-huh.
Still doing well?
Not through just our store. I think they're like the 7th, 8th, 9th brand or something like that in
Nice.
California.
Nice.
So, yeah, they're fire, man, and they're cool. I love Jason. I love Mandy. They always help me out with whatever I need, and fucking vice versa. I always help them out with selections and all the shit. So,
Yep.
doing good.
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I love working with those guys.
That brings me to the merch, right? You guys are both in merch. You guys
Yeah.
are both in Zoomies, right? How's that going? For everybody out there, let's give them a little game on merch, right?
Yeah.
If you're a brand out there, what are some do's and don'ts?
Fuck, I don't really have. It's funny. People are starting to get better at it.
Yeah.
They weren't for a while. Like I think, especially when we came out at first with merch, it was like really clowning on people. But people are
was
starting
mitzy.
to find better shit. And
Yeah.
it all starts with your fabric, man. Like what you select for blanks in most people's cases when they're first starting out, and then what you select for fucking your who your printers are, like what their capabilities are, and we use some really cool folks that have a ton of capabilities, and that's allowed us to kind of go over, we could do all over printing, we could do, jumbo prints, we can do all types of shit.
Yeah.
We've done a embroidery, and then we print over the embroidery, so it just kind of comes out a
that's
little bit
tits.
cooler. Yeah. And then we started making our own garments and shit, so we just pick the fabric, send them the cut that we want, the way that we want it, and that's been cool. That was more of a process, but it's better. At the end of the day, you have something unique, because I know, like, I'm always down to give free game. So when my friends are like, "Hey, what blanks are you using?" I'm like, "Oh, this brand," and then fucking a year later, that's what everybody fucking uses.
Yeah, you
And
set off the AS colors,
yeah,
bro.
AS Color, fucking
You
LA
set those
Apparel,
off, dude.
fucking all of it. So,
Yeah.
And that's a thing that you could do to just stay, new and fresh and relevant. And I think like, whatever, having something printed on a shirt is like cool and people will wear it. But like if they actually really like that tee, like I have tees that I just love to wear because of the tee.
Yep.
Not even what's on it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
good fit.
Good
Fits
fit.
you, look good in
fucking look good in it. Yeah. That all comes down to, good fits. And I think it also, you have to have kind of an eye for cool shit. I've always liked clothes. I've always bought hella clothes. So I see a ton and, that's able to translate over into what we make, so, it's been fun. I work with Dan and Curtis and we make fucking tons of cool shit. So we're dropping, we got a bunch of cool drops. We're doing a Alien Labs cards and comics. It's like a
nice
throwback to like 80s style, comic shops, we're doing that. And then, we got some cool, new Oliver prints coming. This Galactus one, people love this. We fucking
sick.
This was a recolor, but like we printed it. This is the third time we've printed this tee because it just sells out like immediately when it hits the site.
That's crazy, bro.
We did also when this dropped originally, we had the Doctor Doom one and we just did a Doctor Doom recolor. That's purple. And so I kind of drew some inspiration from Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on some of the colorways that we're doing. So going forward, when we drop something like this, you'll see like a limited, 20 limited glow in the dark versions or whatever.
Nice.
But yeah, this shit has been going crazy for us. The merch goes crazy. It's, I think people are broke, so it's a little tougher nowadays to sell out a drop like we used to. But it always sells out. It's just,
when
first day is what we're shooting for.
No
recoup,
doubt.
you go back and print again. And then we're making a bunch more cut and sew shit, which is something that we kind of put to the side a little bit. It's expensive. It takes time. So we're going to be doing some, cool jackets this winter that we're making and blankets and all the shit that, only we can make. We got some basketballs dropping in the next couple weeks alongside a couple new tees. And then some cool shorts. And then PuffCon obviously is a big one for us. We try to make a bunch of cool shit for that. So that takes some time.
Nice, dude. Let's talk about cut and stitch, bro, because like it's like you said, there's all like the standard brands that usually your printers will have, like, hey, I have these here, I can get these, or bring me a shirt, show me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of over that shit.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, that's,
you know what I'm saying? Like, how
the
do you,
evolution.
How do you do the cut and like? What's the process?
You
of
just
cut
gotta
and stitch?
well, first of all, finding a vendor is hella important. You got to find a vendor that you like, and that it's not always easy because most of them are in China or Vietnam, or
Sure,
you can get it done in America, but like most people don't want to pay the prices that it costs.
No doubt.
And you can basically we create what's called a tech pack and to lay out like the dimensions and where we want pockets and down to the centimeter of the sizing and shit, and then you send it to them and they'll send you back a sample, and then you kind of wear it for a while, tell them what you like or don't like about it, and then fix that, and then they send you another sample, and so it takes some time, but that's really where it's at, is the cut and sew, because you can create things that no one else can. And, for us, it's like whenever we do a cut and sew piece, that drives so much demand and hype and they come to the site and they buy other shit too. So it's like, you really want to be having, something unique and cut and sew wise, like with each drop, but that's tough. You got to pay for it in advance. It takes a while, like right now, right now we should technically be designing for spring of next year. So like, you got to pay for it now. That shit has to sit, it's capital intensive, but like I said, man, it's worth it. That's how you really get unique pieces.
Hell yeah, dude. And that's why you've been one of the leaders in the space with merch from day one, dude.
Yeah. And we just make cool shit. Like, I think cool it's like a lot of people I've seen, I don't know, I think we're in cannabis, so people want to be like, oh, I'm going to fucking do cannabis merch. And it's like, bro, people don't really want to wear weed leaves. Like, even me, like, sometimes I'll put on a shirt, because, like, we did a collection with weed leaves on it, and, like, it was just, a throwback collection to, like, the 70s and 80s where that was heavy. And I loved the shirts, and I'll put one on and be like, fuck, I got to pick up my daughter. I don't really want to go there to fuck with a fucking big old weed leaf on myself, so I'll have to bring, a shirt to change into or whatever. And I think that is, a suggestion of mine is like, don't lean too heavily on the weed shit, You don't really want, that's what Good Pizza is cool, because like no one knows what that is. You don't.
Exactly. It's
good
elusive.
pizza.
It's pizza, bro.
Yeah.
Innuendos, little hints are cool, but like weed forward shirts for me don't sell well.
I'm not fucking with that. And then, stores aren't either. Like if you want to go into wholesale, I remember one of my Zoomies reps was like, yeah, we had 50% returns on cookies backpacks this year because like schools kind of were onto it, and they were like, no more, you can't bring cookies to school. So now you can't really wear cookies to school.
That's the thing,
when you're
bro.
a kid, you know.
My kids got student handbooks. I've seen that in the handbooks, like no cookie shirts.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, yeah, why would they be able to? But like for so long, schools didn't really know what cookies was.
Yeah, exactly.
And now they're so big that they do. So we've stayed away from that. And the Zoomie shit's cool, you know. Right now, I think we just have glow trays in there, but you know, they kind of want a certain type of clothing that we don't really like to make.
Gotcha.
You know, they want
the
characters,
cartoony shit.
more cartoony stuff.
I noticed that.
And like, it's cool, man. We did it. We made it for them. It sold really well. And then I was just like, dude, I don't really want to wear any of this shit, first of all. And second of all, like, it's just not us. So
yeah,
we kind of fell back on them. And we, you know, now we're kind of designing our way, and they're loving the shit that we're making. So we're going to relaunch in Zoomies with some of our like more higher end, you know, visuals and it's also just, you know, people don't buy $60, $70 shirts and Zoomies, you know what I mean? So
no, like 30, 40.
Yeah, 20 really, 20 plus tax type shit. So that means you kind of have to have a downgrade on your quality materials, and that's another thing I just didn't really have any interest in doing. So, you know, now that we made our own, it was a little different. You can get those for cheaper and provide them with a good quality blank for cheap, and then that'll, you know, help sales a lot. So.
Oh, okay. So you're feeding them blanks.
Yeah, I mean,
the blanks.
Yeah, you know, we made our own, so you get them for cheaper when you make your own. You know, you just got to buy a bunch, but it's fine. We typically just do black tees anyway. We'll throw some colors in there occasionally, but they don't really sell like black does. So.
They don't.
Black and white. White doesn't sell nearly as good as black, but it still sells better than like colors. You know,
sure.
Which I don't really wear colored tees either, but like I will if I have a fit for it. You know. And so, yeah, making our own blanks was big for that. You know, we can get back in there with a higher quality version of what we were selling, and just kind of designing and staying true to ourselves with the designs, and not kind of, you know, having fucking UFOs with aliens smoking weed in them and shit. So,
dude.
But yeah, so we'll launch back in there in the next, you know, 6 months or so, and then yeah, should be going
nice,
well
dude.
there.
Well, good for you, man, for really playing quality control on your brand and like pulling out of Zoomies. A lot of people wouldn't do that. They just keep chasing the bag. Like,
yeah, for sure. I mean, dude,
you know?
you got to stay. That's what makes or breaks brands.
Hell yeah.
Not bending what you want or how you want to be portrayed for the money. You know, at the end of the day,
yeah,
it's hard. And you know, even in New York, you know, we had 3 or 4 harvests. You know, millions of dollars worth of loss because the weed just wasn't good enough for us to put in the bags or the jars, I should say.
Oh shit. Do you guys have places or brands you bulk that shit out to?
No, we don't allow that. So.
Oh no shit. Do you just straight up destroy?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
You
can't like for us
or something.
Yeah, for us we won't we don't let people put our shit in their bags. You know,
Tight, dude. Respect, bro. Not many people do that.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's not easy, but you know, we find a way to make it happen.
That's cool. That's cool. You know what? SKU of yours has been making noise on the Improper Doinks show. Your vapes, dude.
Yeah,
your vapes has been
really
a big
good.
competitor in that vape bracket, dude.
Crushing everyone.
Fuck,
I knew they would.
Literally crushing. And it was Brain Freeze, right?
That Brainwash, yeah.
Brainwash.
Yeah, I brought some.
Oh, let's go, dude.
And the packaging, people fucking love the packaging. You know,
Let me see.
Looks old action figure inspired. And then we did custom vapes.
These are cool, man.
Custom batteries that are really cool. And I'm already seeing that everyone's kind of just knocking that off, biting that. But it's to be expected. I don't even think about that shit anymore, but I see it. You know, I'm like, oh, okay. Everyone's going to do a little square battery now, huh?
Everybody's doing square battery now. Your round ones are great for fucking stuff. We all use some stuffed joints, bro. We vape one with stuffed joints. I swear to God.
Yeah, the vapes are good. They're killing it, man. I think it's the best vape in California, and you know, hopefully we bring it to other states soon, and it's making noise.
Nice, dude. Nice. Are you guys doing vapes in New York or just flower for right now?
Eventually we will, but we don't have a manufacturing partner yet. We're looking for one though.
Got you.
And then I'm working on the all-in-ones right now. Gone through a bunch of R&D testing and QC with those. It takes time to decide, you know, that fucking, you got to make sure that they're good because
dog, you fucking better.
It's a big investment. We lost a few $1,000,000 on our old all-in-one because they just weren't good, but they were at first. It was kind of like a manufacturing issue. And then, we pulled them off the market, and now we're looking for a new partner. So I got a couple in mind. We've narrowed it down from like 50 to 4, and now we're in basically the last stage of trials and expanding it out, giving it to some customers, some bud tenders, and make sure they think it's good, and we'll go from there.
Nice, dude. Yeah, I remember that model you guys had for your all-in-ones. They were sick, and then I just stopped seeing them. So that's why.
They just stopped working as well, man. They weren't, people get them out of the box. It wouldn't rip very hell. People want to hit that shit like a nicotine vape, dude. And I call it the vapor's dilemma. It's like, dude, you can't have flavor and smoke volume, really, like, or you couldn't.
You're gonna
back
burn
then.
It, dude.
Yeah, but now technology has changed. Like they have, 2 heating elements with a separated fucking tank, so like you can hit it at a higher temp or a lower temp. I should say, and get more smoke volume. So
interesting.
Yeah, we've got some cool hardware that we're testing out. I'm pretty close to selecting, at least for California, and then in the other states we'll have 2 grams, which you can't do here, but same hardware company, and they're fire, dude. The fucking 2 grams, they're crazy. You get
2 grams
huge rips, bro.
Nice,
huge
dude.
rips. So yeah, so we got those coming up. I've been working on that since like last fucking September, August.
Nice.
That's about how long it takes. It'll probably come out like at the end of the year.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Fuck, you've been busy, man.
Oh yeah, man.
God damn, you needed that vacation, bro.
I did.
Fucking A, man.
Yeah, I just grind, and I do a lot. I don't. People, a lot of guys that have companies of my size are just like kind of the face of the brand, but not me, man. You're
in the trenches.
Yeah, I work. So.
And people know that, dude.
Yeah,
for
sure.
You know what I mean? People, we see you're working, dude.
Yeah, I go to the grows. I fucking do product. I'm, head of product, head of marketing. Not head of marketing, but I basically am, spiritual head of marketing.
Yeah,
but it's funny. Sure. I can't really be like head of marketing for things because like I can't really be held accountable. I'm an owner, so what?
Sure.
If something doesn't go right, what are they gonna do? Fire me? Like they're not.
Yeah. Yeah. They need somebody to yell at.
Yeah. They need somebody to fucking kind of be able to hold accountable.
For sure.
Accountable, but yeah, so it's been fun. Now I got Malik. He's helpful. He's in product. I kind of help him out and teach him, what I'm looking at, what I'm looking for. So slowly but surely, we're building up a good team of people that know weed, beyond just Caleb and I.
Mm-hmm. And, Connected and Alien Labs, respectively, they're 2 different companies, kind of one. They run together, but they're different in terms of flavor lineups.
Yeah,
right?
Different in tons of ways, really. But yeah, that's the main one. Alien's always been a little more experimental and fucking put some shit out that's just different. People love it.
Connected's maybe more classics.
Yeah. Classics to them too. Gelato crosses, Scotty crosses, shit like that.
Yep.
But they're branching out too. They got a good candy coming out that me and we didn't fight over it because at the end of the day I could be like, bro, sorry, it's fine. But Malik made a real solid case about why Connected needed it. They didn't have a candy. We're putting out PsyOp. It's not really candy, but it's pretty similar to that profile. And so they got a cool candy coming out. We've never done a candy.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, you guys have never done a candy, right? That's what I can think of.
No, we don't do that.
No, I have not either.
Play in that realm. I don't really do trending stuff. That's why the Toad Venom I didn't put out.
Let's talk about that. One of the reasons. Let's talk about that. You have a good insight on that, man. Trending flavors, chasing the trends, good or bad. What are your thoughts on that?
It's just a losing game. Like, consumers chase trends too. And what that means is like if you put out a trendy strain and then that is no longer trending, like they're gonna leave your brand and go to somewhere else, So putting out unique shit that is your own and putting out a wide variety of different things to kind of cast a wide net on all consumers is really how you sell a lot. And I think I've said shit on like I just did for Smoke of the Day a few months back or whatever, and they posted it, and I was talking about how like you can't just select for smokability, and people were coming for my head. They come for my head no matter what I say.
No doubt.
But you can't, you have to select for all things. You can't, you got to select for looks. You got to select for fucking smokability, which, is high on the list, the highest. But you also have to select for THC, and you have to select for fucking shelf life, and you got to select for all these things. That doesn't mean that you have to select for those if you have 4 lights. What that
No
means
doubt.
is you have to select for those things if you want to sell 2 million eighths a year like we do.
No doubt.
You know what I mean?
No doubt.
And so it's just different. You know
It's
what I
different. It's
mean?
different
I think
conversation.
people on the internet look at the things I say sometimes and they're like, well, that's not true for me. And it's like, well, bro, you know, come on, like, let's be real.
Yeah, what we talking about? This is
We're the
apples and oranges.
We're the biggest, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, as far as
Yeah.
brands are concerned, like,
Yeah.
any brand that came up alongside us is falling the fuck off
Yeah, dude.
into obscurity, and we're still in the conversation every time.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what we're talking about. We're talking about, you know, fucking 6,000 lights. We're not talking
Yeah.
about, you know, a 4-lighter. Sure, bro. If you have 4 lights, 8 lights, go select for smokability. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. THC, none of that shit matters, bro.
And you're selling the street. You know what I'm saying?
You're pitching to a different client, you know?
Totally.
And that's cool too. That's a great way to do it, man. Make your money, you know?
Fuck yeah.
But for us, I have to think about scalability and fucking growing, you know, 150 pounds a month of a strain in every state and how that's going to sell and how that's going to move through. So that's what I, you know, look at when I'm selecting is all the things, you know, because we got to sell a ton of weed, you know? It's different.
In your opinion, what's the perfect numbers of strains on your menu?
Dude, I mean, the more the merrier.
More the merrier?
You know? But it's just difficult because it becomes complex for your teams, you know? Like, nobody really wants to grow fucking 10 strains in a room.
Yeah,
You know
no
what
doubt,
I mean? And
no doubt.
it becomes more complex at that stage. Each strain grows differently. They need different veg times. They need different feeds, all that, you know?
Yep.
Strains go a lot better in a room with just themselves too, you know?
Of course.
There's, you know, different hormones they emit that can cause, you know, lesser quality or herming. You know, you can have a strain in a room that just really wants to fucking be bred, you know, and that'll release those hormones that will cause the ovules. You see ovules, you know, like
the little pods.
pods, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are all ovules. So that's a plant that wanted to make a seed, but it wasn't fertilized. So it didn't turn into a seed. It's just like a mom making a fucking, you know,
Like a miscarriage.
type shit. Yeah. No, it was never fertilized. It's just an egg, essentially.
Okay,
you know
got
what I
you.
mean?
Got you. It ovulated.
Yeah. And so, you know, different plants can release hormones that will make your plants ovulate, you know, and I don't even know if that's the right word, but you know.
But you don't know what we're talking
Yeah. So that'll create pods and that's eliminated if you just have one strain in a room. So, you know, the more complex it gets, the harder it is for operations, for everyone to kind of, this needs to be packaged today, you know, blah, blah, it just becomes complexity. So we stick with around 12 per brand.
Okay.
But damn, like brands like CBX, Cam, they have 20, 18 plus, you know what I mean? So the more the better. And customers get fresher product because you have less of, you know, single
Less of everything,
strains. And, you know, customers will buy more because they're saying, oh, you got 13 strains on the menu, I'll take this much of each one, you know? So it's better to have more strains, but it's just the complexity of it all goes up. So it's tough, you know, tough to manage.
I'm glad you touched on that because I was super curious about that, bro. Like the pods in the weed. I noticed a couple strains that are on my menu or strains I've dealt with. Delish does that a lot.
Yeah, it wants to fucking breathe.
Candies do that a lot.
Yeah, they want to be crossed, you know. They want to survive.
For sure.
You know, and they think they're dying. So it's like, I'm going to push some pods out. And that, you know, and you'll see that it comes and goes. And that's typically because of the other shit that's in the room, you know.
No doubt. I did not know that, bro. And you know, it's crazy. Like, you know, all the candy guys, the candy boys, I need a box of candies. I need that AAA. I need this, that. You know, there's all these check marks you need when you're procuring for your buyers, whatever. But a new one this past year was like, yo, make sure there's no pods, bro. I'm like, bro,
pods make it smoke bad.
You want me? Yeah, they do. They make it burn black, taste not great. And I'm like, so you want me to go in these facilities and start breaking down nugs? I'm like,
we
dude,
do that.
Jesus.
We
and I had to. I've been doing
that's
that.
What you got to do. We grind down a
like
proportionate amount. So if we have like a 40 pound batch, you know, we'll grind, you know, fucking 4 ounces or however much it is.
Sure.
And just make sure that there's no pods and no seeds, or, you know, if there's a manageable amount of pods, to where, you know, it's not good. Some strains, just like Blue Andes, they launched for Connected and it wasn't potted, and the next batch was, and the next batch was, and we were just like, fuck it, we got to take it off the menu.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Be like that. No shit, dude. Interesting. That's a fun fact.
Yeah.
Well, our guest before you left a question for you, and you're going to leave a question for our next guest.
Oh, I like that.
And if I remember correctly, they left you a pretty cool question.
Who was it?
It was David Downs.
Oh, nice.
He came to see you right after
he
the
did.
after
He
the
got
interview.
to come check out a pheno hunt.
Hell yeah, man. So the next guest question for you, my friend, is: you're going to die today. What are you doing the rest of the day?
Fuck, hanging out with my kids.
I figured you would say that.
Yeah.
I figured you would say that.
Probably me and, Elroy's a gamer, so we'll probably fucking play some Mario together or
Nice,
something.
dude.
And then, my daughter would probably want to fucking crawl in her bed and watch some show or
Yeah.
take them to the movies. They love going to the movies, or they love going on nature walks. They're both fucking, let's
Cool.
go, Dad, let's go explore, and
That's awesome.
yeah, my kids are sick as fuck. They're cool as hell. My daughter's a little sassy, but she's cool.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna get no easier.
I know, I
But
bet.
that's part of the territory.
Yeah,
That was a good dad answer, Ted.
I mean, that's just my real answer. That's what I would do.
No doubt. As a dad, I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
as a dad, I appreciate that answer.
Yeah,
So that's
for
what I would
sure.
do. I'll just go chill with the kids, bro.
Yeah, we would just fucking
What really matters in life?
definitely,
you know?
man. None of this weed shit matters.
Nah,
It's cool,
dude.
but-
We're just having fun. We're just
Yeah.
fucking weed nerds having fun. Getting
Yeah,
paid for what we love,
exactly.
dude. This shit's whatever.
Mhm.
You know.
I agree.
You know, it really is. Especially with all the extras that come with the fucking game these days, bro. God damn, it's a fucking cesspool of negativity and fucking bickering and man boys and fucking.
Yeah, I've really managed my algorithms
Jesus.
to where I don't see a ton of that anymore, but like I still see it occasionally. If someone's overly negative on the feed, I just mute them.
Yeah, you have to.
I don't want to see this anymore.
No, dude.
Like, quit complaining, quit crying. And I know, dude, a lot of people do that just to boost engagement, but it's like, that's such a losing proposition. It's like, bro, if you're just known for negativity, it's like, those people aren't going to stick around, bro.
No, and that's gonna close doors for you that
Yeah,
you didn't even know
closed
existed.
doors, all the shit.
You know what I'm
dude.
saying?
Yeah. So it's just, I never really took part in the negative
No, you didn't.
engagement baiting.
I certainly
stuff.
don't. I certainly
Nah.
don't. It's not my nature.
No, it's not mine either. It's just not I don't want that,
I like good vibrations.
It ruins my mood, though.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I'll
And
wake
they
up
suck
and
you
read
in
some
there.
shit and be like, fuck, dude, and I'll just ruin my whole day. That's why I just start muting people.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like that for everything, though.
yeah, for sure.
Like even
Yeah.
I play Magic, The Gathering, and like I'm on that side of Twitter, and it's the same shit. People are just looking for reasons to be mad. I think people in general nowadays are just fucking pissed off, and I get it, man.
Why, dude? What do you
conditions and
think?
I mean, dude,
talk about
it's
it.
hard for people to live, dude.
Yeah, especially in California. It's expensive
California,
as
but
fuck
America
out here,
in
dude.
general,
America in
bro.
general, for sure.
Fucking our leadership, gas prices, and they don't give a fuck. Like federal minimum wage is like $7 or some shit. Like, bro, how?
Sheesh.
It's the same it was,
Right.
So it's just like,
Right.
it's just hyper capitalism, man. They fucking, want to suck every single bit of life out of you that they can, and they make all the decisions to do that. So, it's tough, man. I don't really see a way out of it. Both sides of politicians are like that. There's no, I don't see relief from this.
There's really no end in sight, man. Thank God we have this. We have this this space that we can create and provide good medicine to people and fucking have fun doing it and be creative. And
I agree.
I try to stay in this world and just have fun with it and just not really just stay tuned in just in case some shit goes down. But I try to just not.
Yeah,
But it's also not being a responsible human. Like, you got to know what's going on.
That's
Like,
right.
you know what I mean? Push some
I'm
kind
pretty
of agenda.
tapped into that shit. A lot of my buddies are like super into it, so like I hear a lot about it and I learn from them. One of my close friends, Jamie, and he's taught me so much about all this shit and kind of formed how I view politics and stuff. And
Sure.
it's important to be tapped in, man. It's important to vote. It's important to fucking try to change. But like at the end of the day, I see why people don't. Like it seems a little, like you can't do anything to make changes, and even when you do, it's kind of same shit.
Yeah, dude.
So yeah, like I said, I don't really see a way out of our current fucking, especially with what they're doing to fuck up the voting, the gerrymandering and shit. Taking away seats from Democrats, fucking limiting people voting. Like now, now if you're a woman and you got married and your new last name isn't on your ID or your passport, you can't vote. Which, like,
Whoa, I didn't know about that one. Jesus.
Oh yeah, they're doing a lot to limit voters, man, because they know that that's kind of a strategy that's always been in play. Gerrymandering is nothing new, but
Sure. It's a lot easier to get
trying
caught
to
nowadays.
get rid of mail-in voting, which leans heavily Democratic because for whatever reason it's just easier to vote that way for them. In-person voting is kind of like a thing of the past, or it should be, but they're trying to make it so you have to be. And then ID laws, like I kind of see both ways about that. Like you should have an ID to vote, but also there's people that live in rural areas that don't have IDs. So like, should they not be able to vote just because they don't have an ID? I don't know. I think that you should probably still be able to vote, but it's fucked,
Yeah, it is. What are you gonna do, man?
Yeah, no shit.
What are you gonna do? Well, what I need you to do, sir, is leave a question for our next guest.
Who's the next guest?
Well, the next guest, maybe we'll skip the next one because we got 3 guests coming on. We got Be Easy, Elusive, and Surefire. We're
Together?
Together. It's going to be an interesting one. We're going to roll out the story of the Guz, how that all came about,
cool.
and then Jay Beezy obviously entered the chat after we already scheduled this. So we got, hey, what is the not giraffe that's in
That
Guz?
shit was so lame, bro. I fucking love JBZ, but like, that's
crazy,
so
dude.
lame.
It's
like, hey, I'm
gonna
gonna send you some giraffe pussy, Paul, and you should make some shit with it. And then, I didn't send that. It wasn't giraffe pussy, bro. It's like,
and I did that because you did XYZ to Cushington, and I'm like, what
Dumb.
the fuck, dude?
cuts get out there, man. That's the biggest thing, bro. So many of our cuts have gotten out. I mean, think of Connected, bro. Like, dude, who doesn't have Gelinate on their menu? Who doesn't have Biscotti on their menu? Gelato 41. Like, it's all gotten out. You never hear a peep from Connected about that.
Right, dude.
They don't care. It's business. I mean, they care, but it's business. At the end of the day, bro, they're not going to cone on the internet and flame people because it's fucking, that's unprofessional, bro. That isn't really what we're about. Even me, bro. I see, sometimes I call it the heads on spike method. Sometimes someone says some shit, I'll be like, bro, all right, here you go. I'm going to give it to you just as much as you want it. I'm about to give it to you.
Yeah.
And it never goes well for them, and then other people see that and be like, maybe I shouldn't try that guy.
Yeah, no doubt.
But, at the end of the day, it's fucking shit gets out, bro. Your ability to fucking, you're only as good as your last whatever.
Your last
And if
badge,
here I got
run.
Lemon Up, it's my one strain that I ever had to be popular. It's like, okay, well, cool, man. Fucking
Certainly an argument.
Aqua with Barbie Girl was a fucking huge hit, but no one ever heard from them again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're only as good as your ability to keep putting out things and keep innovating and keep creating. And just quit crying about that shit, bro. For fuck's sake, dude. God,
Just keep creating, bro.
Such baby shit.
A lot of man boys.
So we got Be Easy, Elusive,
and Surefire.
Surefire.
And then so maybe this would be better for the next guest because that's like I'm not gonna have 3 dudes fucking answer that question. So let's see who's up on the fucking.
No, well, I can ask a question to one of them.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Fuck it. One of them's getting it. Fire away. Damn it! What the fuck did I do?
All right, so the question will be for Be Easy. And I think like in an era of white labelers, what made him decide to start putting his grower on the jars? Because I think that's cool and something that most people don't do. And I think that's it. What made him decide to put Elusive on the jars and start promoting his grower?
I like that. That's a good question for Bobby. Hell yeah. Nice, dude. Well, it's time to take a dab, my friend.
All right.
What are we doing? Are we doing OG or are we doing the Red Hots?
Oh, let's do the OG for sure.
OG for the OG. Would you like some fresh water?
Yeah.
Get some fresh water.
Yeah.
Let's get grab me that bottle right there, bro. Do me a favor, dump this one out and we'll fucking... Any fun plans for the family this summer?
Fuck, we're gonna do some shit, man. My Elroy's gonna do jiu-jitsu.
Nice, dude.
Yeah,
How
so
old's El? Big L right now, man.
4.
Fucking let's go, dude.
And then, we'll probably go to Hawaii. We're gonna do the Japan Disneyland in October.
Solid.
Always take them to Disneyland for Elroy's birthday.
Nice, dude.
And then just try and figure out how not to keep them on screens all day.
That shit is rough. How's that going?
Oh, it's fine. I mean, they listen. But like I also feel bad, like, you know, it's just shit they like to do, you know. It's not like
For sure.
it's bad for them, but like they also like it, so it's fine balance, you know. I'll give Elray like an hour if he's good. I'll give him like an hour, you know, on something, whatever he wants to be on, games or fucking YouTube. Usually
Balance,
it's
brother.
games.
Balance.
And then, you know, Brooklyn she's tried a bunch of sports, hasn't really found the one she likes. She got to do esports class or whatever, esports club, I guess.
What's esports?
Like video games. So
Oh, no way, dude.
yeah, her teacher is cool as fuck. He started esports in the school, and the first game was Smash Brothers, and then they did Rocket League, and then Fortnite.
Fuck
And
yeah.
she likes that. So there's also a school out by me. It's called Valhalla, and they do like esports training. So I think she'll do some of that. She wants to do Girl Scouts. I'm gonna let her try it. Fuck it, you know. Even if she quits, I just let them try shit. You
That's
know,
what
if
it's
they
all
don't
about,
like
kid.
it, then whatever, you can quit. I don't like. She wanted to quit soccer. I'm like, you can't quit because you made a promise to your team, but you don't have to do it again after, you know, this fucking season or whatever.
Nice.
But yeah, hopefully just find something that they like to do, and then, you know, summer camps. They like art. They both like art, so they'll probably go to like do some art camps and shit. And then camping. They both keep asking me, we want to go camping. We want to go fishing. I'm like, I like camping, but
Okay, not a
I like
fisher?
fishing too. But it's like, I don't. It's
Not with the
that
kids.
sounds not even not with them. It just sounds like a task.
Oh, it is. It is.
You
Oh,
know
yeah,
what I
you'll be
mean?
fucking hooking worms and shit.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
all
But
that, bro.
I'll do that, you know, and then fucking, you know, just like I said, we have a pool. They fucking always want to have their friends come over and swim, and Brooklyn's like, I'm like, what do you want to do for your birthday? She's like, I want to have a sleepover with all my friends. I'm like, okay, how about this? I'll get you guys a suite at whatever hotel you guys want,
Yeah.
and you can go have that sleepover there. She's like, oh, that sounds so cool. I'm like, it does actually sound sick,
It
but
does sound pretty cool.
yeah. So I'll do that. And is it going? Or how does
Yeah, it
it,
is. So it's
does
just
it vibrate?
there's an on-off switch in the front, up and down for your temps, and then start.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Does it say what temp it is, or?
I think no, that's your battery. I
Oh,
think I
right.
got you on like 450, 480. Nothing
I like
crazy.
this Dr. Dabber. This is Switch 2.
Switch to, yeah.
They sent me one of these. I think it's good. I don't think it's like a competitor to Puffco in a true sense because it's so big. But like, you know, it rips,
Oh, it rips.
you know, but you're not going to put that in your cup holder and fucking.
Yeah, it's tough.
Rip it
it's,
at the
it's-
red light.
Yeah, it's tough. Now, I can't say, but I do know they have something cooking.
Yeah, no, I think they've announced
it's,
it. Or one of the guys,
they
'cause
may-
I was
they
talking
may
about
have-
this in a comment section of
All right,
Big
cool,
Smoke.
cool.
And he's like, hey, I'll send you one of the new ones. But like I said, we're going to do
Okay,
a side by
so
side.
if it's out, there is a new one, and I have it. I'm
small
testing
one,
it. Yeah,
right?
dude, it's fucking cool. It's fucking cool. It's gonna solve the problem you just said. But this is good. This is great stationary
good, though.
fucking.
Yeah, it was good. You know, like I said, I'm Puffco for life, but I also think it's the best device. I'm not
I
Puffco for life
appreciate you
just
ripping
because
that.
I like them. I'm
Yeah.
Puffco because I think it's the best device. They got the proxy, they got the core, they got.
How do you like the core? I haven't tried that one yet.
That's the best one to me.
the little palm joint,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That
cool. I mean,
thing's
you
cool.
can just pop it in your pocket. I love smoking weed in places I'm not supposed to, so
Me
that
too,
thing
man.
works really
What
well
is
for
that?
that. Just fun.
You know?
Crime's fun.
It's
dude.
probably like part of our come up, bro. This is like it's like
Yeah.
what now? It took all the element out, bro.
yeah, for sure.
So it's why these
Even
kids.
the fun thing. It's like
Dude, think about it.
that's
bro.
why these
Like,
kids don't even care.
They don't even care. They don't want to smoke weed.
Bro,
like,
we had to get
Paulie don't give a
fucking-
fuck about smoking weed.
They don't
dude.
give a fuck about weed. Bro, we had to fucking get a can and find a fucking... Dude, the first time I ever bought
Yeah.
weed, I probably talked about this already on the pod, but the guy's name was fucking Adolf. And I bought a
Whoa, dude.
fucking
What the
eighth
fuck?
of Mex from him, you know, and that sucks.
That sounds so
That
shady.
sucks.
About an eighth of Mex off Adolf.
That guy died, but
also sucks.
yeah, sort of. I don't know if your name's Adolf.
Yeah,
Anyway,
kind of, sort of.
but these kids will find a fucking stizzy pin in a fucking gutter
Yeah.
and rip it at Target. Like, they don't know
Do
the
blinkers.
struggle, but they also
Yeah.
don't know that, like, that shit makes you a man, you know, or a
Yeah.
woman, whatever. It
Yeah,
turns you
dude.
into a grown up, bro, smoking out of cans and shit.
Yeah, dude.
So it's
Bro,
so
we're so
easy
smart.
for them. The access is so fucking easy that it isn't even cool. And like, it's not illegal. It's not cool. And they got better drugs to do anyway nowadays,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, bro, it was shady as fuck to even like peep out a High Times magazine in your local
for
store,
sure. Oh,
dude.
100%.
As when you were a kid.
I used to go steal them with my boys.
Fuck yeah,
We'd
dude.
go steal those fucking things.
Yeah,
And then they started putting the little electronic thing in them so they'd go off. You could just take that shit out.
You feel me?
Yeah. But yeah, even walking up to the magazine rack and being like, I want to look at High Times. It was like easier to do porn.
Yeah.
You know, but now it's all open and shit. But now that's why they don't care about it. Same with like, they don't even care about girls. They don't care about boys. It's not, the shit's different nowadays, bro. Kids are fucking weird.
Kids are fucking weird, man. We were the last badass fucking generation,
For sure.
dude.
I agree, man.
Yeah.
Gen Z is, we'll see. They're cooked.
Yeah, we'll see.
But if there's going to be, one thing I do like about them is their politics, and they're open and inclusive. And I think if there's going to be a generation that changes things, it's going to be them.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right, bro, because they grew up with social, well, okay, this is good and bad. They grew up with social media and the algorithms feed your agenda, so that's not great.
Yeah.
But they're tapped the fuck in. Like, my daughter is tapped the fuck in.
Oh, yeah,
but she's
kids are
tapped into
tapped
one
in.
side.
Yeah.
And whatever, that's
but
cool.
honestly,
that's her
man,
right,
I don't think there really is another side to be tapped into.
No, I don't
bro.
either.
I think in this day and age, I
equally
think
as
it's
fucked.
pretty clear what side. It's not our representatives. I don't mean Democrats versus Republicans, but what I mean is progressive left, like the far left, bro. Free healthcare, fucking who cares what you want to do with your life? Fucking you want to be trans? Go ahead. We don't care. Why would we?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I never cared about shit like that. You want to be gay? Cool. Fuck yeah, do it.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's the side they're tapped into, and to me, that is the side that's correct.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with that.
Like, dude, I pay a ton of money in taxes, bro. We're one of the number one tax paying, if not the number one tax paying entity in Sacramento, the capital.
That's nutty, dude.
And guess what? That money goes to bullshit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Every year there's a deficit. There's fucking a million homeless people near my office. There's fucking shit on the sidewalks. You know.
Yeah, dude.
So cool. I'm cool with paying taxes if you guys are gonna do something good with the money. You know what I mean? So it's
That's
like
never the case.
It's never the case. It's not, you know, because they all just have their own agendas that they want to pursue and line their pockets. And I think that, you know, the more we see guys like Zoran, Mamdani, and, you know, that progressive left, almost, you know, this is a naughty word, but almost socialist, is like, those socialists want what's best for people. And I don't think the politicians have wanted what's best for people for a long fucking time.
Yeah, dude.
All of the Trump fans in the world, bro, that guy couldn't stand to be in a room with those people, bro. He's fucking, you know, he's an elitist. He fucking would, you know, we know, but it's, I think the kids in Gen Z are onto that, like, hey, let's make people's lives better. And I don't think there's a single politician that actually thinks like, I'm going to make people's lives better, you know?
Yep.
So,
Yep. Fucking A, man. America's crazy, dude.
yeah, it is, bro.
Smoke alien labs.
Yeah.
Get
Go
your
to
fucking
Japan,
life together.
bro. Move
Go
to Japan.
Yeah, man.
It's getting conservative there too. And I don't have anything wrong with conservatives, bro. I grew up in Reading, like, but I just think at the end of the day, like, you need to fucking care about people, and that's like what the government is supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, instead we pay fucking 10x what anyone else pays in the world for healthcare, and we fucking pay fucking, you know, to have, you know, $10 billion a year to fucking Israel so that we can fucking be in wars and shit. And it's like, dude, none of that shit we should be doing, man.
Yeah.
So hopefully that, you know, our kids can change that a little bit.
No, they will. Those guys will die off eventually.
Fuck.
And then it will be new people. We got a couple more years
But
left.
as we were saying, you know, there's new medicine out there, and those people definitely have access to it.
Yeah, they do.
Those fucking ghouls, man, they're old as fuck, bro,
Yeah.
and they're still up there talking and being normal. It's because they're on the shit, dog.
Yeah. Old ghouls.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
crazy, bro. It's true, man. It's fucking true.
Yeah.
We didn't even get all dark on y'all. At the
That's
end,
not
but
even dark, bro. It's
like,
real. You know what?
But it's real shit.
Cannabis is hella red pill. They're MAGA as fuck.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you'll see people, I see the craziest shit on Twitter. The craziest shit. People say the craziest fucking shit. And I want to be like, bro, do you know how fucking stupid you sound? Like, come on, bro. Cannabis is not fucking MAGA, bro.
No.
The
hell
reason that those people, what cannabis is counterculture.
no. Exactly.
But
Exactly.
now it's really not. But I think
how
those,
so? How so?
How it's not counterculture?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
legal.
oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking
Oh, got you. Yeah,
plain
of course.
every day. But like what MAGA is now is counterculture. So it's like people, and it's become almost like more popular than the opposite. So in a way, and you see this play out. But what people were doing with that was just being counter. It's like punk, right? Like it was just different than what was. So it's like, oh, this is what I am. You know, and
Yep,
that's
yep,
kind of
yep.
what happened in those early stages of that. But now that it's popular, you see people defecting off of it and going, oh, you know what? Actually, fuck that. Because, and I mean people that were heavily tied into the MAGA movement.
Sure.
You know, Marjorie Taylor Greene, fucking Tucker Carlson, all these people that are fucking pieces of shit by any means, you know. But they're like, fuck Trump. And because now it's popular to like Trump. So what they got to do is they got to be counterculture again, and they got to swap it. So that's really where this was. Like, people have a natural inclination to be like, fuck the system. You know what I mean? And so whatever the system is at that time, fuck that. So you just swap, you know, and because people don't really have real fucking like foundational convictions, you know. It's just kind of like, whatever, wherever the wind takes me, whatever. There's the algorithms make it way worse.
That's what programs and feeds the agenda.
But it's also wanting to win. And that's toxic. You know, there's a documentary on Apple. I forget what it's called. It's on Apple TV. I forget what it's called. I think it's called Boys State, maybe, actually. But it's about these boys that in Texas, and in Texas, there's a big thing where they go and, you know, they pretend to be politicians, and it's like a 2-week thing, and it's like a camp, and they go live out there, and they, you know, like one kid's like, oh, okay, I want to be president, I want to be treasury, I want to be secretary, blah, blah, you know. And what the documentary shows is that these kids with convictions in the beginning are like, I want this and I want this, and it's totally anti what they become. But it's what plays out in politics too, is that, you know, once you need the votes, once you need the support of your other, you know, your other senators, your other people, you have to make convictions to get into those positions of power, or you have to make changes to what you believe to get into those positions of power. So that's what happens, you know. So even if, you know, you think something and you're like, oh, I'm going to do good, I want to do good at the beginning, to be able to get into those positions where you can actually implement that shit, you have to kind of give in either direction. And that's what you see. And that's what, when you get to the top, it's really, you know, moderate in the center, or it's center, because you can't get to where you want to be without some of these gatekeepers opening that gate for you. And to do that, it's like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. You don't give this fucking bill that you like your name, or you vote no on it, and I'll do this for you. And that's how people rise to the top. So that's, you know, inherently why everything is the way it is.
For sure. How are you feeling about the deregulation of cannabis to a Schedule 3?
I think it's good for good for us.
How do you think it's going to play out?
It's good for us. I think it's
right away and in the future.
I think just, you know, it's all small steps to what the goal is, which is obviously descheduling, but you know, they're not going to go from Schedule 1, which is the highest regulated, to no scheduling. Sure. So hopefully, you know, as it plays out, they'll start to kind of see the error of their ways, and they'll deschedule. But man, it gives us access to banking, you know, less taxes. I mean, those are all things that are really, you know, holding us back from being great as a business, you know. And we're good, but going from good to great is fucking huge. And like, those are the things that are, you know, preventative for us to do those things. So I see why other people aren't on board with it, but again, it's just a different league. We're playing in, you know, a different league. So it's like, I feel for the people that this is going to affect in a negative way, which I don't think it's going to in reality. I think it's more, you know, fear, and that's the not FOMO, but, you know, FUD, fear, you know, disruption, whatever, just trying to kind of scare people so that they'll kind of go the way that you want to go, and to get engagement, again, to grow their social media pages, which doesn't make you money, but whatever. So I feel for the people that are fearful of it, but I just think it's going to be fine, man. We've been doing this shit since it was illegal anyway, many of us, you know? Right. And what Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 definitely does is ease up on the illegalness of it. So in that regard, it's going to be good for everyone, but it's yet to play out what'll happen, you know, to small scale growers. But I think, you know, banning hemp was good because that was a big reason why prices had compressed so much. It's like, fuck, if you can walk into a gas station and get a $10 eighth of fucking dog shit, most people don't know the difference, so they're going to do that. You know, but now that hemp won't be on there, those small farmers will probably be able to get more money, you know, and they'll definitely have access to more customers because there's way more weed smokers than there ever has been. And then, with rescheduling, you know, hopefully they completely federally legalize it. And then, you know, we can sell between states, and then, that'll be good for everyone too, because especially in California, because guess what? California weed is always going to be sought after.
Of course.
Any given pack, dude. If you say, hey, I got this from Oklahoma or this for California, the Oklahoma's a little bit cheaper. Give me the California.
Yeah.
Period.
You
know, so that'll be good for guys like us who have built brands out here, because then we can, you know, monetize. We can monetize that. Yeah. So that's those are my feelings on it.
Hell yeah.
You know, have you ever had my boy Alien at Law on here?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting question for him. He knows way more. But anytime I have,
we're actually due for a round 2. I was just talking to him last week.
Nice, I love him. That's one of my good friends, and
he's the man.
One of the original members.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I remember Coachella.
Yep,
that's where it all started.
Where we met.
Yeah, man. He told that story. You've told that story.
He's a good guy. I love him.
Yeah, he's the man. That's my lawyer.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, mine too. I mean, he's hell of people's lawyers.
Hell of people's lawyers, yeah. If he's not your lawyer, what you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's dope, bro. So good times are coming. Good times on the horizon, man.
Yeah, for sure.
What's the next 1-2 years looking for Alien?
Fuck, more states, man. I don't think we're going to do, maybe, you know, if something comes around. No, the European shit is cool. It's fucking fine if you want to make some money. But, you know, we like to control how we grow. We like to control what we do. And it seems like more of a distraction for us at this point, but more states for sure. You know, we want to get into more states, and then, you know, we want to fucking, you know, sell this shit one day, dude. That's what all the plays that we make, you know, we move a little bit differently in it. And that's because that's what we want. We want to build something that our kids, you know, can benefit off of in different ways that they do now. And, build something that lasts forever, and then, you know, kick it off to the next guy, and then go on and start something a little different.
Oh yeah.
You know, so
I remember having that conversation with you when we just met. Like, I was like, how does it all work? Like, you know, when you did the merge and you know, with Connected, and like, it was always the long go with you. Like, you said the same thing back then, man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And now,
I mean, that's why
I've seen how much it's grown since then, bro. It's like, and it's really happening. You've grown towards that.
Yeah, I mean, think of it. I mean, this is actually where that conversation went is, bro. I could be doing something much easier and making something way more money. All these white label brands, bro, I know who they get their fucking weed from, bro. And guess what? Dude. They'd rather sell it to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, I could fall back and be like, yeah, I'm going to start white labeling and just picking the best batches and drawing them up, you know?
Yeah.
And make 5 times as much as I do now and do that. But, like, at the end of the day, that isn't fulfilling to me. Making money has never been fulfilling to me. I want money, and I want to have it for the things that I want it for and need it for. But I've never been just about making the most money.
Mm-hmm. What keeps you going?
Doing cool shit and creating and putting things out in the universe that people like that really is. And I know that can sound at odds with what I'm about to say, but you know, no matter how much you can make right now, you know, today on the daily, you're never going to make as much if you just keep putting it back in and keep expanding and then make the money. You know what I mean? It's never going to be equal. So that's, you know, where my head's at with it, so that I can go on and fucking start, you know, whatever it is I'm going to start next, you know, probably a smaller weed brand and do a higher end clothing fashion thing. And then, you know, I want to work for fucking, you know, as a creative for something I like or love outside of weed, you know what I mean? And just live a second version of this life. So
cool, man.
Invest in my homies. You know, if you haven't fucking been able to make it for whatever reason yet, like, here, I'll come fucking game you up, put some money into that, and let's fucking go.
Turn you up.
Yeah, for sure. And I've done that with so many people already, you know, for free. I mean, as far as just, you know, mentoring and all this shit, you know, I have calls with a bunch of the biggest brand owners every week, and, you know, we talk through their problems, and I try and offer some input on it, and that's what I want to keep doing. So
cool, man. That's dope, bro. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for all your success and everything you've done so far, and your friendship and your mentorship me too, man.
Fuck yeah, I feel you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Of course,
cool,
dude. Man. You've been one of my fucking real friends since we started working out, before you fucking popped off, dude, before you really knew anyone.
Yeah, dude.
There, so
man. Good times, man.
Hella.
Good times. You've been here for the whole fucking journey. In fact, I've told the story before, you know, I came to you with the 2 names.
Yeah, that's right.
Good Pizza and Cali Pressure.
Good pizza, bro.
Good pizza, bro. Well, yeah, man. So let's call a good time a good time.
Yeah.
Fucking Ted,
Thanks for
Always
having
a
me on,
pleasure,
man.
bro.
Hell yeah, it was a great one.
Where can the people find you if you choose to be found, if they don't know where to find you?
Return of the Alien on Instagram, Alien Labs Ted on Twitter. T-Lighty at connectedca.com for fucking, if you want to email me about some business shit. That's pretty much it.
Hell yeah, bro. Thanks for coming through, brother.
No problem.
You already
Thank
know.
you.
Alien Labs Ted Part 3, Good PizzZa Podcast. Thanks for everybody tuning in. All the Patrons, we appreciate y'all, man. Everybody on YouTube, please go hit the subscribe button. We need to get those numbers up. Thank you for our sponsors. We couldn't do this without y'all. We'll see y'all soon, man. Peace, love, good pizza. We up out of here.